Hi. Hi. Today I will be going over how my December and January goals went, and I'll be showing you my February and March goals. If you're unfamiliar, this space is Grow Gently With Me, where we grow together at an intentional pace with ASMR instead of overstimulation. I softly speak about personal growth, self-directed learning, introspection, and vulnerability. Our little community is here to provide care and understanding to you while you're here. You're doing your best in this moment, and whatever that looks like, it's enough. So I ended up not answering the next 5 introspective questions for my future self. So we'll do that next week. But I did just write up how I thought my December and January goals went, and then I created my next goals for February and March. So I'll be going through all of that with you. And if you're curious about the system that I use for my goals, I use OKRs, which are objective and key results. And I'll link that video that I talk about them down below, as well as the video where I create my goals in real time for December and January. So let me get my notes up, and I'll go through all of the goals that I have. So my last goals, I also got like a bunch of jewelry and stuff because I like the way that jewelry sounds, and so I'm gonna use that in this video. But yeah, my last OKRs were you've got this, and that was my objective. So the objective is supposed to be qualitative, right? And supposed to evoke like a feeling from you and provide that like motivation. And the key results that I had for that goal was build a Discord server with rules, FAQs, a goal setting channel, a book club channel, recommendations, and do it with 0 errors. And my next key result was post 1 video a week. And then my last one was have one blog one blog posted at the end of the time period, so at the end of January. And I didn't accomplish all of that, but the way that I set my goals, I set them in a way that is like setting intentions, and then however close I get to that, just brings me closer to my goals. So count everything as progress. So I did have some wins that I would like to share with you. I had a bunch of wins, so it was really nice to see and kind of like compile them together and look back at them. So my wins were that I actually did do one video per week. So I'm pretty proud of that. Even when I was sick and even when I was feeling kind of low, I was able to put out a video every week, even if it wasn't on my usual like self-imposed like Monday schedule. I really love the way this necklace sounds. So another win that I have is I wrote future blog posts, which are basically just like the scripts for my videos, for almost every video. And that will make it easier for me to post those when my blog is actually live. So I'm really happy to have that. And then I created a Discord server draft. So it's kind of like a bare bones Discord right now, but I did reflect more on what I wanted the Discord server to function as. And so I've got the channels that I think will work well for our community. So I've got a server legend channel because I don't think I've ever seen this in a Discord server, but I would love to have it in some of the servers that I'm in, because it basically is just, or at least what I'm envisioning for it, is to list all of the channels that are currently in the server and then tell you conventions for posting in there and the purposes of each channel. So that way it's a little bit easier to like get started in a server, because I can find servers to be a little confusing. Like I don't really know like all the rules, like socially, I guess, more than just like the rules of the server, where it's like no NSFW, don't be mean to other people in the server, you know, like stuff like that, which are just like basic. But this is more like, what do all the channels do? Like, what are all the channels for? Why are they there? And how do I post in them? So I've got that. I've got a suggestion box. I've got favorites, where I would list like my favorite things, and you can list your favorite things. I've got book club, and I've got an accountability channel. I've got a dreams channel, and I have a struggles channel. I have a couple others as well, but those are like the main ones. But I didn't want it to be too big, though I did want it to cover all of the things that I wanted to do. So I tried to condense everything into just a few channels. I didn't want it to be overwhelming. So yeah, I was pretty proud of getting that together, even though it's not, you know, like fully finished. Just having the bones there is nice. Another win that I have is I started taking my vitamins again. Made it easier for myself to do that. I started more regularly doing my PT exercises. I actually did them earlier today. Oh, another win that I got was that I got 5 comments on one of my videos. It was so sweet and cute and made me really happy to talk to everyone. Another one that I have is that I organized my like 1200 plus like book list into categories, and I set myself up to create a reading schedule, which is part of my goals for the next 2 months. So I'm pretty proud of that. I cleaned up an area around my desk that was bothering me a lot and made it difficult to like maneuver around my desk, and I had been meaning to do it for a while, and then I finally did it and it felt so good. So that was really nice. And then the last win that I have here is that I found a content calendar template, and I've been putting ideas and all of the posted videos that I've done into it, so that I can see my progress and keep track of what videos I want to do and when. And so for my, I love these earrings, they're so pretty. For my February and March goals, I was trying to decide what I wanted to do. So I did a lot of brainstorming of, like things I wanted to accomplish. And so the qualitative objective that I came up with was a lot less pithy than like my previous ones have been. But it is figure out who I am, who I want to be, and share my journey. So my key results for that are summarize my baseline, so who I am, by the end of this goal period. And then my second key result is create or find a comprehensive curriculum that I can do for Q2, which is just April, May, and June, which I think will be my next goal time frame. I've been kind of working up to like 3-month goals. So I've done 1 month, and then this will be my second time doing 2 months. And next time I'm gonna try 3 months, which makes up a quarter. So, and what I mean by curriculum is I heard this somewhere and I can't remember where I heard it, or I would have written this down, but I heard somebody talking about it. It was probably on YouTube, but somebody was talking about like creating a like syllabus for themselves, like and creating like a course for themselves. And so I want to do that too, because I want to focus my learning. So I have a lot of things that I want to do, and I want to be able to like focus and go into depth with the things that I want to learn rather than breadth, which is what I kind of normally do, where it's just like, I do a lot of things shallowly, but I'd like to get better at something, so it would be nice to get into more depth. So creating a curriculum for myself to do based on who I am and who I want to be, right? Is one of my goals. And then my last key result is set up a system for 1 video, 1 blog post, and 1 Discord update per week. So I don't really know what that's going to look like right now. Maybe it involves like my content calendar, maybe it involves something else, right? But I'd like to create a system that is easy on me for me to do all of those things. And so my tentative plan is, so for the first key result, right, summarize my baseline. My first tentative plan for that is to finish the life audit that I started. I want to finish the introspective questions. I have a book called Who Am I? By the School of Life. I would like to get some of that done. There's like pages of introspective questions in there, and I'd like to do that pretty regularly. I don't really journal ever, so I think this would be kind of similar to what people use journaling for, but more structured, which is what I like. And then I want to gather all of that information into a single place so that I can see like patterns and summarize everything together for myself. These are a little bit more quiet, so I don't know if you'll be able to hear these, but I hope you can. And then for my second key result, my tentative plan is to create a reading list or a reading schedule, and group books together into the types of things that I want to learn about. So I have like, I don't know, more than like 30 categories of books, but some of them are fuller than others. So I think I have like a self-improvement category that has like, I don't know, a bunch of books. So putting them more into groups within their categories of like, okay, this will help me deal with my anger. This will help me with like my possible like ADHD, like and then yeah, just like grouping those together and then seeing what kind of patterns like emerge from there. So is there something that I can create a curriculum out of with these books? Another part of that plan is to take some things from the life audit and create a cohesive path across the 12 weeks that I have. So again, that's like who am I and who I want to be. And so what does that path look like to get there? And can I create a curriculum out of that? I think my first instinct is to go for like work, because unfortunately work defines how you get to live your life. So I have some books that I want to see would make a good curriculum, if they would make a good curriculum, but they're What Color is Your Parachute, which I've talked about before, the Freelance Bible, I think is what it's called, and there's a book that's like Roadmap Your Life or something. And so I think that that could be one of the like classes, I guess, that I take. And then so from there, I want to figure out what the like hours would look like, and like what kind of like schedule I might be able to do for that curriculum or these classes that I'm trying to make for myself. And then, you know, like figure out how many like classes, what does the syllabus look like? Or will I have like assignments that I gave myself? I don't know. But it's all stuff that I'm gonna look into over the next 2 months. And then for my last key result, which is the one video, one blog post, and one Discord update every week, I want to finish creating my website. I want to finish up the Discord, and then I want to debut both of them. And so I think that one's like a lot more straightforward than maybe some of the other key results are. But yeah, it'll be fun to kind of focus on that a little bit more these next 2 months, because I think that one of the reasons why I didn't get maybe like as far as I would have liked in my last goals was just kind of like the holiday schedule. Just like, you know, I feel like less motivated. And yeah, I was a lot busier than I am right now, so my schedule was like more disrupted as well. Which I hate to say that I actually like really like routine. It's so frustrating. I can be spontaneous sometimes, but being able to like get back into like the routine of things that I like doing, things that I want to do, you know, like is always like, oh, this is home. So that's pretty much it. I do have like some trackers, which is part of the OKR system that I use too. So like the trackers that I want to make sure that I am keeping up with while I pursue my goals. So things that I don't want to like fall behind while I'm pursuing my goals. And so like the trackers, the 3 trackers that I came up with for these 2 months are YouTube. I just want to make sure that I'm continuing to post regularly. I want to track my health and make sure that I don't fall behind in my health. And what that looks like is eating breakfast, continuing to take my vitamins, doing my PT exercises, stuff like that. I really want to like get back to biking too. I know that like my bike's in the back of like all of my videos, but I want to get back into it. I haven't really biked since, I don't know, like July or something of last year. Like at least like consistently. And so I'd like to get back into that. And then I want to keep track of reading. I have all these books that I want to read, so I want to make sure that I am actually reading. And just like not letting that fall behind. I just like get so into the sounds. They just sound so nice, you know? I love ASMR. Okay, but I'm done for now because this video is now done. But yeah, I would love to hear about any goals that you have currently, whether they're like a yearly, like annual goal that you have going, or if you, you know, do yours a little bit more like monthly or even like sporadically. I'd love to hear what your goals are, and if you have any wins that you'd like to share with us, I think that'd be really fun to hear about. Next week will be introspective questions. I'm saying that right now. So I'm going to make sure to take time to do those because they are part of my goals. So I can't do some of the things without them. So yeah, I will see you next week. Thank you so much for being here. As always, I appreciate you.